First of all, shout out to Dripship over here. These guys are super duper nice. I just popped in here and yeah, they've got some pretty awesome fashion and they're really nice people. So shout out to you guys. Good morning everyone. Today we're going to be talking about the Prologue 4 stream, which just ended for me, or at least at the time of recording, but for you guys it ended like almost 24 hours ago. But it's okay. Today I'm going to be giving you the TLDR. First things first, they did not announce a release date. I know a lot of you guys are like, when is the release date? We know it comes out in June, but we don't know when. And they really dragged it on. So you guys are lucky if you didn't watch the stream. It was agonizing. They were like, and the game's releasing in June. And then we're all like, huh? June? That, you know, they didn't give us a release date at all. So it was kind of like, God dang it. But in the Prologue 4 stream, they did talk about a lot of good news, and that is what we're mainly going to be focusing on because it's a lot of good news, which I am actually really hyped for, because I know there have been a lot of comments recently going like, oh, Sega, they're evil, money, hungry, blah blah blah, and Jayco's a UFO next to me. But you know, there's been a lot of negativity going around about PSO2 being people's like quitting the game because they think it's going pay to win. But in Prologue 4, I assure you there's a ton of good news that is sort of deterring, or hopefully will change your minds about it, because they did announce a lot of features which is very free to play friendly. Alright? But first of all, if you're new to the channel, I upload PSO2 content daily, so if you do play this game, I'd really appreciate a subscribe, as it really helps out the channel. Anyway, without further ado, let's begin the video. Jayco's UFO is very distracting, but we're gonna hop over to my second monitor because there's a couple things I want to knock out first. So the first thing I want to talk about over here is the new NGS Character Creator. This is currently available. You can download it, you can open it up and start creating your character and just doing benchmarks and stuff just to see if your computer is up to snuff. When you click on the download tab over here on the far right, you're gonna notice that it is 2.8 gigabytes. However, this does not let you play the game. This will only allow you to create your character as well as benchmark your computer by basically playing cutscenes in-game with your new character model. However, the most important thing about this character creator is you can create your perfect character with all of its, you know, adjustments and all that stuff, and when the game fully releases, you can port your character that you created using this character creator directly into the full game. So you don't need to spend extra time when everyone else and all your friends are having fun. You won't be stuck in Character Creator trying to get your perfect waifu or husbando. You can do that right now. So for specific content creators like RC, who spends like 37 hours or something per character and has like 50,069 million characters, it's perfect for him, because he will sit there for the next couple weeks creating all his perfect daughters, and so when the game finally comes out, he can just hit the ground running and look fabulous while playing. Now, I know a lot of you guys are probably asking, Caro, how do you even get to this page? So you come to the official PSO2 website, right? Then you go to media and go to benchmark. Once you click on benchmark, this page will open. You simply go to the download page, you agree to the terms and conditions, and you download over here. I don't know why it's like so grayed out for me. I think a picture or something didn't load here or something. I'm not entirely sure. All right, with the character creator out of the way, the first thing I want to talk about is the brand new fields. So they did introduce 4 new areas. Yes, you heard that right, 4. And we're going to go over each one really quickly. So the first area is West Alio. We weren't able to come here before. We were basically walled off from the CBT, but this is like a beach area. It's really pretty. Halfa Lake is like a very nice tranquil area. No mobs spawn here in the day. However, they do spawn at night. The third area is the Vanford Laboratory Ruins. So this is going to be like our mid-tier area where we're going to be farming. And last but not least is the Wrestle Forest. So this forest is apparently going to be our endgame area for now. So all the mobs over here are going to be relatively powerful, and they get stronger at night. So there is a day cycle in this zone. Well, in all the zones there is a day cycle, but in this zone, the day cycle actually impacts the strength of the mobs. So at nighttime is when the mobs are going to be the strongest. At daytime, they're going to be slightly weaker. So that covered all the new zones that we're going to be getting. So the main thing that I want to point out is they announced 4 new areas, which means upon release we probably are going to get all 4 new areas at the same time simultaneously, which is good. That is the one thing that I was very scared of, that we would be really bored because there wasn't enough stuff for us to do. But having all 4 areas open at the same time should keep us busy for quite some time. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is, of course, going to be the new enemies. So they showcase 4 different enemies. So 2 are dolls. So we've seen the dolls before running around in the closed beta. They're just like, you know, strong boss looking enemies. So you can see over here, there is a manta ray looking floaty thing. And when it gets to critical health, you can see it spreads open its manta ray wing thingies and they become tentacles. Really interesting. Yes. So that's pretty cool. This is one enemy type called the Orok. And then we've also got Varus over here. Unfortunately, it is not the same Varus as in base PSO2, but he's like this punchy boy. He's got these shields over here, but these are actually fists like put together. So think of it like a fighter sort of, and he can spin around and do whirlwinds, and when he gets mad, like he launches these freaking fists at you, a bit like how Elder does it when we're fighting Elder on the little ship. It's pretty interesting, pretty cool. However, in New Genesis, these fists are homing, so that does add a level of difficulty. The next enemy type they showed are altars. These altars seem to be like the regional boss or something. They seem a lot stronger than our regular dolls. So the first one is called Big Frogga. This one made me laugh quite a bit actually. It doesn't look like a frog at all, but it does move like a frog, which is really funny. And it's got like the scorpion tail thing that spews poisonous projectiles. But the interesting about Big Frogga is at nighttime it becomes a lot more aggressive and a lot stronger. So that could be something interesting where it's like at nighttime maybe you guys want to avoid this guy, or maybe his loot table changes based on the day-night cycle. We don't know, but that's definitely something I know a lot of people are gonna find out very, very quickly. Now, Big Frogga does spawn in the laboratory area, or like the, you know, the ruins area, so it is gonna be like the mid-tier zone. Now, this L Scythe, this looks like the beach area, so this still looks like the beginner-ish area. I'm not entirely sure, but it just looks like a praying mantis with a little bleedy hands, and it does stabby. Again, this one also becomes a lot more aggro and a lot more I guess dangerous at night. I'm not entirely sure, but you know, they look pretty scary at night. So next up, they introduce a couple new characters important to the story. So we have the central leader of all arcs, Crawford, over here. Seems to be this super smart strategic person that's leading arcs, I guess. Kind of looks pretty cool. Kind of looks like the laid back type of person, but if they get serious, they're really, really strong. We have our beautiful rookie operator, Ran, over here. I quite like her. I really like the beauty mark. I have a soft spot for beauty marks, especially one like under the eye or like, you know, under the mouth. I don't know. I just have a thing for that, you know, just don't judge me. Go away. But more importantly, we have 3 more beautiful colleague operators. So I'm wondering if we can actually pick which operator we want. But I'm definitely picking Orange over here, or Orange, because Christina V, I really like Christina V as a voice actress. She voices a lot of characters that I like, from you know, Riven in League of Legends, Xingqiu, Bennett in Genshin Impact, and now Orange in PSO2 New Genesis. But visually, Liolin is definitely my type of waifu. You know, I kind of like this aesthetic. But, you know, I don't really know how this is going to work. It just says that they're beautiful colleague operators. I don't know if we can pick one, or if we can hire all 4, get a harem going. Who knows? Alright, the next thing they talked about is all of the new abilities they have added into the game, which were not available in the CBT. So for the Hunter class, the really cool thing about this is you can cast your PAs, and it will actually count as a regular auto attack, or will reduce the number of auto attacks that you need to do in order to do the 5th one. So if you guys did play Hunter in the CBT, you may have noticed that if you did a perfect block or the weapon action, that you were able to cast the 5th strike immediately. But now with this special Hunter skill called Another Art Skip Attack Hunter, that's quite the mouthful, you're able to get to the 5th attack in 4 attacks instead of 5, as long as you cast a PA first. So what you do is you cast a PA and auto attack 4 times, and boom, you'll cast your 5th hit versus auto attacking 5 times to get to your 5th hit. So this is really interesting. Now there's special abilities for all the other weapons and other classes as well, but I'm not going to cover them or else this video will get way too long. Now something they added that I really like, but I know a lot of people probably hate, and that is the easy controls for action game beginners. They've legitimately added like a simple mode. So basically what this does is you hold down a button and the game will automatically cycle through between your PAs and all that stuff. If you play Luster in base PSO2, it's basically Smart PA, right? It's going to be Smart PA, which is going to do your auto attacks, which will do all of your PAs, and will do everything for you. So all you need to focus is your positioning. I can see this as a very useful tool for a lot of boss fights, especially if you're not familiar with your class or you're just really bad at these type of games. You can just hold down the button, the game will handle all of that, and all you need to do is focus on dodging the attacks as well as counter, parrying, whatever you want to focus on, and staying alive. So this is something that I really like. However, I know that a lot of people aren't really in that camp because they're like, oh, it's like autoplay, disgusting. Psh. So I totally get it. But for me, I like it because it makes my life easier. And especially when you're like grinding, like maybe you have to grind and you're grinding for like 5 hours straight, you might get a little bit fatigued if you're casting all your PAs all the time, and just having auto mode, you can just turn off your brain. Pretty nice, right? Next up is the voice chat enabled. This will only be available on the JP server. They did specify this. So unfortunately for us global players, we're just going to stick with Discord or whatever we use originally. I mean, I guess if you play with the Microsoft store, there is the voice chat enabled there, I think, by default, right? So I guess you could use that. I don't know. I just use Discord. Next thing is the gather party members implemented. This is basically like a beacon, except you have to do it at the Ryuka device. Kind of weird, but whatever. I don't care. Adding something like this is a great addition because now we can finally get people to party up without going through like Microsoft Store and confusing junk, right? So I'm happy about this. So next up is the present skill system. So what they explained here is basically when a weapon drops, there may be specific skills that are locked onto specific weapons, and as you enhance that weapon, that skill will become stronger. So think of it like a potential, sort of. It's similar to a potential, but it's not exactly a potential. But we're just gonna have to see how this plays out. Alright, next up is the meat and potatoes that a lot of people care about, myself included, and that is the fashion in PSO2 New Genesis. So they are introducing AC scratch tickets, because duh, why wouldn't they? Because the game is fully free to play, so obviously they need some sort of business model in order to make their money back, or in order to just make money to maintain the servers, I guess. So the first AC scratch they showed over here is AC Scratch Soldier Line. Yes, I said the first AC scratch. They did a couple. So this is the first one. So if you like any of the costumes here, you can do so by spending your hard-earned AC. Remember, AC is the cash shop item, so you cannot earn this in-game. It's only through events if they give away AC, or through spending real life money and buying AC. All right, so out of all of these costumes, my favorite one is going to be this one, obviously, the guard, female guard over here. Very cute. I love the hairstyle, and I just like everything about it. Now there are emotes over here. There's the cheer up emote. There is a idle animation. So keep in mind there are different idle animations which you can equip, which your character will just do if you just AFK. And they've also added dash hover. So this used to be free for everyone, but they're making it a cash item, or like an AC scratch bonus prize. So that does suck, but hold up, before you all pick up your pitchforks, there is good news, and we're gonna go there right now. So here is the SG Scratch Passionate Spirit. So the SG Scratch means it's Star Gems. You can earn Star Gems by playing the game. And over here, you get all of the stamps. These are animated stamps, by the way. All of these stamps are animated, all 5 of them. You can earn them with SG Scratches. You can get all new finger emotes. So what's included in this SG Scratch is Aina, so this is one of the main characters, as well as Garo. I'm just going to call him Garo because Garowa just sounds weird. I'm just going to call him Garo, but you're able to get both of these characters. You can cosplay as them, and you also get these 2 characters. I don't know who these 2 are, to be honest, but we'll probably find out in the story when we finally get to play it. but super nice, because even though I know a lot of people are like, oh, but I need to spend my SG. Let me fast forward a little bit more. This is what I want to point out right here. There will be a free daily 1-draw SG scratch every single day. Well, I mean, daily. So basically, every day you log in, you can get 1 free SG scratch. So you can spend SG and scratch 10 times or 1 time if you want. And they've lowered the price. It only costs 50 SG per draw, and after 40 draws you will get 1 prize slip, which will allow you to pick whatever cosmetic item that you want from the SG scratch. So this is super duper nice because you get free draws every single day. So literally in 40 days you'll be able to pick whatever you want from the SG scratch. So if you're super patient and you don't want to waste your star gems, you can literally get every item that you want in that SG scratch that I just showed you. With Garo as well as Aina, you can get all of that for free, and all of the stamps literally for free. So this is super nice, and I love this change. Being able to get a free daily draw every single day, it's amazing. It's so good. So I'm very, very happy about that. Now the second AC scratch is Wedding Celebration. Now do keep in mind this is an AC scratch again, but I'm very tempted to spend money here. I am very, very tempted because I love this outfit right here. This one is freaking adorable. Oh my god, my heart. I can't take it. It's so good. And this one is cultured, you know? Can you imagine if you get married and your to-be wife wears this on your wedding day? Like, wow. I wouldn't be able to control myself. Anyway, moving on. We get some emote bows, emote observe. We get the idle turn neck, which you just turn your neck when you're idling. And you get a new glide emote where you literally do like a belly flop, except you're flying or you're gliding while you're doing a belly flop, and then you crash into the ground. I want to see the landing emote on this. I hope you just like crash like comically onto the ground like belly flop. That would be really, really funny. Now, the next thing they talk about is a campaign when New Genesis comes out. So when New Genesis is released, there are several campaigns that we probably want to do in order to get all of these goodies. So the first one is Clear the Story. That's simple enough, just play through the story. Level Up campaign, level up your classes, easy enough. Friend Request campaign, have some friends, add some friends into your friends list. Join an alliance, it's easy enough. NGS Launch Celebration login rewards, also very simple, just log in every single day. So there's a lot of rewards over here that are very easy to get. It's simply play the game, alright? Now, on top of the original Founders Pack that they talked about that was coming in like August or something, they will have a different pack that comes out upon release of New Genesis. So as you can see here, Start-Rappy Pack. So this package is kind of expensive. It's like almost $50, but I'll let you be the judge of that as you guys watch the video.
A suit?
Oh, I see.
Cute.
You fight like that?
Oh, that's cool. Really stands out. Rappy. Cute. Oh, even though I'm not wearing it. Okay.
Now for the best part.
Flapping around.
You've got Rappy Glide. While you're in the Rappy suit, you just fly. You flap your wings and you fly. But even better, you can do it without the suit. Here we go. Yes, Ash, flap those hands. It's pretty cute, ain't it?
This is nice.
But now comes the big question. Is this worth $50? Keep in mind, it will be available at Microsoft Store, Steam, Epic Games Store, and in-game AC Shop, alright? So this pretty much confirms, even though I've said it before, but I know there are some doubters out there, but this confirms that New Genesis will be released on all 3 platforms simultaneously, alright? So obviously a lot of people are going to be like, $49 for just the Rappy suit, the idol, the glide, and the little stamp? That's way too much. Well, there is a little bonus over here, and it's actually the materials right here. So you get a bunch of the monotype, the duotype, the trinite, photon chunks, and photon quartz. So this will actually save you a lot of time from gathering. I I personally don't think it's that big of a deal. I mean, you also get premium as well as material storage. So that's a month's worth of material storage as well as premium. So that, I mean, that's all right. But the choice is yours. Remember, you can only purchase it once per store. So if you want multiple copies of this for whatever reason, maybe you really do want to max out the materials and use this as like a pay to win method to accelerate your progress, which I don't recommend at all, but maybe you're crazy, then you can do so. You could buy once in the Microsoft Store, buy once on Steam, buy once on Epic Games, and have 3 Rappy suits. So this is why I discourage people from buying 3 copies of that Founders Pack, mainly because if we look at official launch, comes out in June, there will only be 6 classes available, the Alio region will be available, but the level cap is 20, okay? The level cap is going to be 20. So I can see a lot of people hitting the level cap very, very quickly and just getting bored and not knowing what to do. So I really do not recommend people to rush and try to pay to win throughout the game, because you're going to hit a wall very quickly if you pay to win. And let's say that you did buy 3 copies of that $50 package and you power level and you're not going to have anything else to do. What are you going to do once you hit level 20 on all your classes? So please don't rush it. Take your time, enjoy the game. All right, I would rather have you spend that money on these new scratch tickets, the AC scratch tickets, like the wedding dress and all that fashion. And if you need Masetta, you throw those on the market and sell it and, you know, spread the wealth so that the free-to-play players, myself, will be able to get one of those wedding dresses and look fabulous, because I'd love to see my character in a wedding dress. But so that is the official launch. Now in July, we will get a 9th anniversary event. So this will be a Japanese as well as global joint web link event. I have no idea what this means. For the JP vets out there that have done a web linked event, please let me know what the heck this means. But August is a great month. You see this in big caps, new class Braver release. Yes, we are getting the Braver class in August, and in fall we will get the Bouncer class, and in winter we will get the first major update. So this is actually really nice how they have everything split into like month by month. The roadmap, it's very, very important. Kind of calms my nerves now that I've seen everything. So the only thing that I can see that a lot of people getting a little bit bored, especially if the game comes out on June 9th, which I am hoping that it does come out on June 9th, is, you know, from June 9th until August. That's quite the gap, you know. That's going to be like 2 months, right? So a lot of people are going to hit 20 and they're going to be like, okay, what else is there to do in the game? So there is going to be a little bit of dry spell, so everyone please pace yourself. Do not go crazy and play for like, you know, 72 hours to get all your characters max in the first 3 days or something. All right, so please play the game in moderation, pace yourself, don't burn yourselves out. Alright, however, when the Braver class does come out in August, we are getting a new defense quest type missions, and our mag evolution device share system is also going to be enabled. So from what I understand here is the mag evolution devices, like our skins for our mag, like my Miku Dayo and all that stuff, I don't think they transfer over yet until August. So I think we're just going to have the default mag look until August. That's what I understood from this, but maybe I'm misreading this, or maybe I just don't understand what the share system is. Correct me in the comment section if I am wrong. Then in fall, they are releasing the title system and the NGS mission pass. I told you guys, they took away the mission pass in base PSO2 because they're putting in the mission pass in New Genesis. So please don't freak out just because they took away a source of free cosmetics as well as, you know, just a lot of free stuff. It's not the end of the world because they're just putting it into New Genesis. So a lot of people who left the game saying, oh my god, Sega, they're so evil, they're pay to win, everything is a cash grab, blah blah blah. Like, relax, breathe, just in and out. All right, woosah, you guys are gonna be fine. Why? Because I'm fine and I'm fully free to play and I'm still doing okay, alright? So please, we're gonna get our mission passes, everything will be good, and we're also getting trigger quest releases, so basically trigger missions, whatever you want to call them. So that's gonna be really nice. We can do urgent quests with our friends, blah 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 blah. Then in winter, we are getting the first major update for New Genesis. We're getting a whole new region. Level cap is gonna be increased to 35, so that's 15 more levels. And we're getting new class skills and techniques. So a lot of people are going to be really hyped for this winter update. I know it seems like a long time between the official launch until the next big update. 6 months does seem like a long time, but we have a lot of mini updates in between. Adding a new class is not really like a quote-unquote small update. It's actually quite a big deal, especially since it's the Braver class, which is like the best class in the game. Like the video if you agree with me, and like the video if you disagree with me. Just like the video no matter what. Now I know a lot of people want to know about the Summoner as well as our favorite Luster. So regarding Summoner, it will be implemented in spring 2022 or at a later date. So not really any news about this other than this won't come out this year, it comes out next year. And right after Summoner comes out will be a class that uses Gunblade. So they never specified if it will be Luster or not. All they said here is they will implement the 10th new class, which will use a Gunblade as its main weapon. So pretty much like Luster, because I don't know any other class that uses a Gunblade as its main weapon. They also specify over here that the initial 6 classes as well as Braver, Bouncer, and Summoner will not be able to use Gunblades. So I'm very sorry for all you Lusters out there right now which have amazing Gunblades. You won't be able to use them in New Genesis. So if you do want to bring them to New Genesis, what you could always do is just switch it. Just change your Gunblade into a katana, or change it into a sword or whatever, and bring that into New Genesis. So that will always be an option. Now before I do my outro, the team at Sega made a very nice TLDR which sums up Prologue 1 all the way to Prologue 4 with the highlights as well as some visual eye candy. And they also hired a very funny voice actor, which I really love his voice. You're gonna see what I mean as I roll the clip. So let's watch this together.
Undiscovered venture lies within the radiant light. An RPG where many gather, talk, fight, and grow together. All of this is entirely free to play. The pioneer of consumer online RPGs have reached one solution. So, let's venture out to a radiant world of adventure that no one has seen before. On planet Halfer, dolls have been terrorizing the people living here since long ago. And Arcs, the warriors, fight against these enemies. This battle has lasted generations, continuing to this day.
What's that?
Those who fall from the sky without memories.
It's a meteor.
As Arcs, they step up the fight along the side of people of Halfer.
Hello? Are you alright in there?
Notice it's English voices, by the way.
Sure. Take my hand. I'm taking it on.
Arcs could use more good fighters. I'll explain the mission as we head out.
You two are from Alio Town, isn't that right?
I believe Arcs could really use your help fighting it.
And now, a new meteor lands on planet Halfer. The ultimate character creator. Choose one of the 4 races and customize their height, balance, facial features, and hair color. Enjoy picking from a large assortment of outfits and accessories. You can even customize the facial expressions and motions. Create another you with limitless combinations and head out to the new world of where everyone waits.
A toast to our new friend. Cheers!
The adventure takes place in a huge and seamless open field world. We have prepared 2 new actions for traversal. Sprint quickly with Photon Dash. and descend from above with a Photon Glide. Experience exhilarating high-speed battles with these actions. Venture out into the exploration sectors with up to 32 players. Collect materials such as food and minerals with gathering. Enhance your weapons and items, or make quick food with these materials. There are also enemies that get stronger depending on the time of day and weather. Train up at cocoons and towers to prepare for the combat sectors. Keep a clear head and overcome the sudden trials which occur. Alarms will warn you of formidable enemies and fierce battles that wait you in urgent quest. Unleash your burning passion for adventure in an immensely vast world.
You come with me.
I'll help too.
Choose your favorite from the 6 base classes. Classes who specialize in direct attacks, hunter, fighter. Classes who excel ranged attacks, ranger, gunner. Classes who have high aptitude for techniques, force, Tictor. You can also choose subclasses to use their weapon for a total of 2 weapons. Fully utilize different weapons from 12 categories based on each class's strength. With multi-weapons, you can use 2 weapons on one palette without having to switch between them. For those who aren't good with complicated controls, simplified movement is perfect. With one push, you attack automatically based on range. Keep experimenting until you find the perfect fighting style for you.
Everybody, at the ready! Hurry!
Traditional communication features have also evolved. Talk with chat and cut in. Send stamps back and forth. And fully express yourself with emotes. Grow closer to your teammates with lots of fun interactions.
Large Dolls unit approaching. It's directly above you.
Make your very own character, train them up, gather items, and challenge formidable enemies together with your friends. This entire adventure can be enjoyed for free.
What kind of dolls unit could have been?
There's absolutely no time to lose.
We better go.
Why must you fight? Why did you arrive here? A vast world that shines brightly with a curious radiance and new encounters. A never-ending adventure full of mystery begins here and now. PSO2 New Genesis.
And then they troll the crap out of us by saying launches in June. Like they don't give us a release date. I'm very, very sad. But as you can see here, Xbox One, Windows 10, Steam, as well as Epic Game Store will be available in June when the game releases. And that wraps up the Prologue 4 stream. The thing I am most hyped of is, of course, the Braver class coming out in August. So I can't wait for that because Braver is my main class. So I can use my katana and all that jazz. Very nice. They did specify in the live stream that the Braver in New Genesis will be able to use katanas and bows, just like how Bravers are in base PSO2, but I can't wait to see what new abilities they have because, you know, counters is kind of an everybody thing now. So what makes the Bravers a counter or parry special? I'm kind of excited to see what they've got in store. But anyway, that's pretty much all I have for you today. Hopefully you guys found this video helpful. If you did, I would appreciate a like and a subscribe, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye!
What can I say except you're